Hey,
Hey, how you doing?
yeah, good, good. Can you, there we go. Can you hear and see me okay?
Yeah, I got you. Got you, man.
Awesome. Cool, man. Where are you based, by the way?
I'm in Austin, Texas right now.
Oh, sick. Nice. I heard
Yeah.
good things
Where,
about that.
where are you at?
I'm in Italy at the moment.
Oh,
Off to
cool.
London tomorrow, which is cool.
Yeah,
But yeah,
beautiful.
I saw you booked in some time. You spoke with AB briefly. He left me some notes, so I'm not starting from square zero. But there might be a bit of crossover just between what you said to him and what you mentioned to me. So what's the overall outcome you're wanting to achieve with trading right now?
Yeah, sure. But before we get into that, is AB gonna be on the call as well?
No.
No. Okay.
No, he's focused on working with the guys, bro.
Got you. Okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Sorry, what did you ask just then?
Yeah, what are you wanting to achieve with trading right now?
Okay, cool. Yeah, honestly, I'm relatively new to trading. But I see this as a really good, career and future for me. It's something that I am really interested in. So just trying to develop a bit more of that consistency and, understanding the market at a really high level.
Okay, cool. So what do you do for work right now?
I'm not working. I'm a student right now. So after I, graduate, I'm studying finance right now, but I'd, preferably like to, do trading.
Okay, you do trading full time if you could.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay, cool. I mean, for you to be able to do trading full time and not go into the finance role, like how much would you need to be making from trading so you could do that?
Um, I guess I haven't really thought about that. I mean, it's always best to, in trading, just focus on the process and,
Hmm.
not be so attached to money. So I haven't really focused on that as
Who,
much,
who,
but,
who who told you that?
I've seen it, through all the successful traders online that it's like you can't get
How how
attached.
how long have you been trading for?
4 months now.
Okay. How much are you profiting per month?
I haven't got my payout yet, but I know I'm really, really close. Like I know I'm right there.
Okay, gotcha. Do you mind if I just like share a perspective real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Like if the last 4 months, like that way of thinking hasn't made you profitable yet, and like I'm sure it will come, like you give anything enough time, you'll make some money. But like has that way of thinking that like you'll just make money like the more time goes on, like has that actually served you?
I wouldn't say in trading, but I would say in, other areas of my life where I have had more experience, through,
We're talking about trading, right? You want to make money trading? Or
yeah,
like
yeah, no, I suppose
yeah.
it's just, the things I, that have worked for me in the past, I assume that they would work the same. And, I can only go with the information I've got, right? And the information I keep seeing online repeatedly is that, you know, trusting the process and taking it slow is going to get the best results. And I see that, repeatedly. So yeah,
Yeah, for
that's sort of,
sure. There's also like a difference between like being attached to the outcome and being clear on what we want, right? Because you know who Tony Robbins is, yeah?
yeah.
One thing he said that really stuck with me is like clarity equals power, right? And it's like getting super clear on what we actually want. It doesn't mean we're attached to the outcome and we just focus on that, but it's at least having an idea because it's like, if you want to, I don't know, go to France, right? It's like you could turn up the airport and say like, "Hey, take me to Europe," and you can end up in 100 different spots. And you'll be like, "Hey, I want to be in Paris on this date at this time." Like, what's gonna be more likely to actually get you to France and get you to where you want to
Yeah.
be?
Yeah, having those specific details.
Yeah. So, like, are you open today to like actually getting clear on your goals? Because that's really the only way we can help.
Yeah. 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 No,
So, if you really thought about it, like without settling, like how much do you really want to be making from trading so you can just do it full time?
in terms of like what I would actually need to be making where I wouldn't have a job, I would I would say 20K a month would be where I'd be very comfortable. Because
Okay.
obviously like I'm not sure on your experience with trading, but I think you'd know that trading isn't going to be consistently like 20K a month. You might have a 50K a month and a $0 month. So it's like
In average.
20K
Yeah.
enough of a buffer where, on average 20K a month would be good.
Yeah. And so far from the last 4 months, that you have you made profit yet or no?
No, no, like I said before, haven't haven't got a payout yet, but I think I am moving, very advanced as per other people. Like most people are 4 months in, haven't passed evals like I have. So I'm
So
really,
with the way
happy.
you're currently trading, like what's your current strategy around trading?
Yeah, so I did recently switch over to AB's model because he sent me the video on DMs, and I've been doing that for about a month. And then before that, I was just learning the concepts, and I've only actually been live trading for about 2.5 months now. So before that, I was just learning.
Okay.
So 2.5 months total, and just 1 month on AB strategy.
Okay, cool. And so like with the way you're currently doing things, like just watching AB's videos on YouTube and like trying to apply what you can from it, like how's that been going for you so far?
Yeah, good, good. I've been progressing really well, I think.
Okay. And like, do you feel like that's going to get you to those 20K months on average, like as fast and efficiently as you want? Or do you feel like you might need to make like a few small tweaks?
Definitely not like as fast and efficiently as possible,
Okay.
but
Why not?
um because there is an element of trial and error. All traders are going to go through learning periods, so I'm sure that I have a lot of those ahead of me still.
Okay, gotcha. So in terms of like getting to those 20K months, I think like you said, man, like you'll get there on your own. I think anyone can. It's just a matter of how long it takes or how many obstacles they got to jump over, right? How much trial and error, like you said, they got to go through. Like what's got you even like potentially considering getting outside help rather than just like being a lone wolf?
I mean, honestly, because AB reached out and he said like he would love to talk over things, and
Yeah.
like I said before, I assumed that I'll be talking to him. Like I thought he was going to sort of give some strategy and all of that,
Is it a
but
conversation killer that you're talking to an Aussie, by the way? Because you mentioned that a few times.
no, no, not at all. It's just it was just not what I was expecting. I guess,
Yeah,
but
AB's just really focused on the clients, man. And it's like these calls are really just to make sure that who we bring in actually aligns with who we want to work with. Because I'm sure you can
okay.
appreciate like AB's got a lot of people reaching out to him. And it's like
Mm.
we can't just put him with time wasters because that's not worth his time. And we want to really help people get results. So for you, like obviously AB messaged you, but you didn't have to respond. You didn't have to jump on a call. Like what
Mm.
actually like gave you the impression that jumping on a call and potentially looking at help might even be worthwhile?
Uh, yeah, I guess it is just a case of you know, I haven't had a mentor before, and I thought, it is at worth least, hearing out what that could look like, and if I feel like it is a valuable, ROI for me, then it'd be
When you say
something
it's
I'd
worth hearing out, like what do you mean by that?
oh just seeing like the logistics and the details, what it would actually look like, and if that's something I do want to move forward with.
Okay. Well, why would you even consider something other than what you're already doing though?
Um, yeah, I guess it leads back to what you said before with, fast and efficient. That's, if, I do have a lot of time, like I do have 2.5 years until I graduate. So I do have, there's not a lot of time pressure there. But,
Yeah.
if I could, you want to make money sooner than later. So if I could, start making money a little bit quicker, like
Huh.
I guess that would
You,
be
you don't you
good.
don't seem so sure you want to make money in a sooner time frame, man. Like, is that do you want to
Yeah,
make money sooner, or are you happy to wait 2.5 years?
no, like I'd definitely rather do it sooner. It's
Okay.
just like I keep saying, it's just I don't want to rush anything and skip steps, I guess.
Yeah. So what is it about outside help from your perspective that you feel would even be beneficial as opposed to just doing what you're currently doing then? I'm a little confused.
Yeah, yeah. I guess it's, like I said, I'm sort of new to the continuation model. So getting a little bit more guidance on that, like it would, speed everything up so I can send in my trades and
Why do you feel like
get
speed things up though? Like from your perspective, because like I said, man, I think anyone can get there. It's just how long it takes. So from your perspective, why do you feel like it would speed things up?
yeah, I think just so if there's a mistake that I'm making that I'm not seeing, that I can
Why
get
would you
taught
make
through that.
mistakes though? Yeah,
Yeah,
you've
but
made any mistakes up until now, have you?
I mean, yeah, like everyone makes mistakes. It's the nature of
Yeah.
trading.
Okay. Well, what sort of mistakes have you made up until this point?
I guess part of the issue would be, actually identifying them, making sure that when I lose a trade, like I do know why it lost. And I feel like
Trade
that
you
could be,
lost.
um, I'm doing pretty good. I have about a 60% win rate, on my model right now that I've been using. But yeah, I would just like to get that up a little higher.
Yeah. So why do you feel like you haven't been profitable?
More of maybe a risk management thing, but yeah, like I said, it's I have done pretty well on the eval stage so far. So
Yeah.
I've sort of been around slightly profitable, like a little bit over break even, but
Okay.
again, I've been really proud of how fast I have learned
Yeah.
all of this. Like most people don't make any money, or don't make, sorry, not money,
Most people,
progress in.
who are you comparing to? Most people
I
don't make
just
more than 10 grand a month. I mean, most businesses,
Yeah.
like, what are you comparing to?
I guess just other, I've watched a lot of YouTube on like trade, like other coaches like AB that tell their story, and usually it's the common theme is sort of for that first year they're really struggling and figuring everything out, and I feel like the progress I've made in such a short amount of time even is doing better than some of those guys, so I don't see why I
Okay.
wouldn't be on the same pathway as them.
Yeah, gotcha. So, like, with the way you're doing things at the moment, I'm still a little confused as to like why you'd even like consider like more outside help. Like, if are you 100% happy with the way things are going? Because if so, like, why even consider outside help?
Yeah, I guess the benefit would just be, having a lot more of that clarity and certainty, sort of like I'm a pretty busy guy, like with school and everything. So um sort of if I make a mistake, being able to have like some clear direction on where I went wrong rather than, spending, hours and hours each day that I don't really have to kind of, figure it out on my own.
Okay, so not having that for the last 4 months, like, what's that cost you?
It cost me. I guess it's less about what it's cost me in the last few months and more so about like I want to keep this momentum going and keep it building up because again, like I do think I've progressed really well so far.
Yeah.
I don't really know anyone who's become like super profitable after 4 months.
You don't. Might be in the wrong circles, man. Like where are you getting this data from? Because we
Uh,
guys that in their first few months they're profitable. I mean, we had a guy in 2 months, he did 10K last month. Like, what do you think's the
really?
difference between them and you?
Um, wait, those guys like they like started from scratch or what?
Yeah, started from scratch to work with AB.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess it's just,
Well, what
you
do you
know,
think is the difference between guys that see results quicker?
I guess for some people it just clicks a little quicker. Like I wish I had found the continuation model straight away
Yeah,
because I think it aligns a lot better with how I how I think and
yeah.
how I train.
Yeah. It's
Um,
like if you had the skills of trading, right? Like if AB's brain was implanted onto you from day one with his skills, experience, and knowledge that he's learned from trading for the last few years, like, do you feel like you might possibly be in a different position today?
I mean, yeah, like if
Okay.
his brain switch your
Yeah.
mind, yeah,
Why
sure.
though? Like, what is it about having his knowledge that would help you see results quicker?
Because yeah, the only real difference I would say between a profitable trader and an unprofitable trader is a knowledge gap, I would say.
Yeah, just
And
having the skills, right?
yeah, yeah, having the skills.
Yeah. So before you saw AB, like, had you been looking for ways to like learn the skills so that you could become profitable quicker?
Yeah, I mean, that was sort of my emphasis on, you know, changing the model. Like I tried the unicorn model and I didn't think it worked well for me. So like I was looking to switch things up. I've recently started, you know, back to like this last literally just a couple days ago, I started out a new, sort of daily system where I'm gonna, my routine and I'm gonna incorporate back testing, some other, you know, in terms of like meditation. I think it'll be really great for me. So I have a full routine and system that I'm gonna apply and, hoping to see some really good results from to just, I've seen this much success so far. I think this will really double down and help me out.
Yeah. So why not just focus on that and like just do it how you've been doing it with that new model?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess I could. It's just, having that extra level of support would only speed things up.
Okay. Why do you feel like it would actually speed things up? I know it might seem like we're kind of going in circles a bit, but I'm just genuinely like a little bit lost as to like why you're even considering help. Like I said,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to go in circles, but it's like we only want to work with people who feel like they actually need help, man. Because if not,
Yeah.
it's kind of like, have you ever seen those movies where like the mum wants to take their kid to therapy, but the kid doesn't want to go? It's like
Yeah, yeah.
kid doesn't gain anything because they're not even open to change themselves, and AB doesn't really want to work with guys that like already have everything figured out, because one, there's not too much we can teach if they already know everything. And two, like it's gonna be a bit of a pain when he tries to coach and he tries to teach if you're not willing to take it on. So what do you feel like you even need to potentially improve on that's even got you considering outside help? Again, I'm just a little confused.
Yeah. No, that is a good question, and it does make sense. Yeah, again, like I do really prioritize the speed aspect of getting it done quicker. So in terms of like the specific help that I would need, it would, yeah, be like crystal clear feedback on all of my trades, just so I know with certainty that I am, taking good setups and avoiding bad setups and improving at a good rate. My psychology is really, really good. Like I've never had any issues with psychology, and I have really good risk management. I think it would just be, you know, making sure I have certainty and clarity surrounding the model.
What do you mean certainty and clarity around the model?
Yeah, it would just be, potentially reviewing with AB every time I take a trade, or every time even showing him my back test results. I'm not sure what is actually offered, if that is something that is offered, but um, reviewing all these trades I'm taking. So I do have external feedback, knowing
Yeah.
that I am going in the right direction. And I
Yeah.
guess that's what I mean by certainty, like understanding that, I'm not veering off the path a little bit. I
Yeah.
am going,
Okay.
straight.
So if you had that 4 months ago when you first started, what do you feel would be different today?
Yeah, like I think obviously like starting the continuation model from the jump instead of, going to the unicorn model. And I would never say wasted time, because I've learned so much, and I'm learning more and more every day. But, I
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
think like,
Like, the thing is, man, it's like you could be learning for 10 years, right? And there's
yeah,
some people who do that. So, like, what has it actually cost you not having those skills over the last 4 months, aside from
yeah,
of your time?
yeah. I mean, I would think I'd be much more consistent. I'd have a higher win rate. Um, Again, depending if that had turned into actual physical payouts yet, I'm not sure. But I would have thought, based on AB's results in terms of his stats,
Yeah.
of win rate and his risk to reward that, him and I talked about a little bit. I definitely think I could have replicated that, which, should theoretically translate to payouts. Again, I can never know for sure, because it's a
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
a
you'll never 100% know, but it's helped other guys do that. Like I said, we had a guy in his first 2 months, he did 10K. So, like, what does he have that you don't? Like, what's the difference between someone seeing results in 2 months versus 4 months?
Yeah, I guess it would just be that clarity then.
Yeah, just having the skills, right? So, not having the skills, what's that cost you?
Yeah, I mean, I would be further along by now for sure.
In what sense? Like, you being further along, what would that actually lead to?
A lot more confidence in my trades right now. Maybe a payout by now. But yeah,
Maybe.
like
Well, what's with all the uncertainty, man? Like, what? I don't know. Like, I get a sense that you almost don't even believe it's possible to do it sooner. Like, am I wrong?
no, like it definitely could be done sooner. It's just
Yeah.
uh, the uncertainty is because we're talking in hypotheticals, man. Like
Yeah.
there's yeah, that's the
Yeah,
only
for
reason.
sure. There's hypotheticals and there's also what's happened. So, like, over the last 4 months of not having the skills, that's led to you making how much? Zero, right? If we're blunt.
Yeah,
And I don't
Yeah.
see that as like a me versus you way. Like I'm not trying to be right, man. Like I want us to get it right together. I'm not trying to like be a dick. It's like
Mm.
if we just look at it subjectively, right? Which is what good traders do. They look at things subjectively without emotion, without ego. If we just look at the pure facts, it's like the last 4 months you haven't made profit from trading. We have other guys that in the first 2 months they made 10K. Okay. So like what is it about getting help that you feel would actually benefit you for your situation?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why, again, I don't know those people that have, received those results, but I don't think that they would be, more capable than me. So, I don't see why I wouldn't get similar results. But I think it just again it leads back to, man, that it's like, I really do think I am seeing, tangible progress each day. And, again, the money
The
hasn't come in yet, but
tangible progress you've seen in terms of dollars.
yeah, there's no difference in dollars, but in terms of like process and, the actual
So just
quality of.
quick pause for a second, man. Like, are you happy with the rate you're going at? Like, are you 100% satisfied with how quickly you're growing?
um I mean, satisfied, like, again, like if I could have more money in the bank, if I could have $10,000 by now, of course I'd be way more happy.
Mm.
But I haven't been unhappy with my progress. Like, I get what you're saying in terms of, you know, if I could have made it faster, like sped it up, like obviously I would love to do that.
What
But
prevented you from speeding it up and actually getting help so you could see results quicker?
I mean, I feel like with any skill you learn, you have to, learn the basics on your own first. Like, it would sort of waste time if I went and got an advanced mentor and I didn't even know what a
Really?
candlestick was.
Do you play sport?
I used to play basketball, yeah.
Okay. So like are you better off like playing basketball on your own for a few years, learning the basics and then getting help, or just getting a coach from day one so you learn all the right habits from the start and you don't have to unlearn anything?
Yeah. No, I suppose that is a good point. Um, but like, I mean, with that analogy, like, especially if it's a younger kid who's learning a sport, like, and instead of paying a coach, like, I don't know, $50 an hour or whatever it is, like, that it probably would be worth it for them to learn on their own, just because, they don't really have the money, or they,
Well, money
it,
aside though, would they be better off getting coaching from day one or not?
yeah, yeah, money aside, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what prevented you from looking for coaching from day one?
Yeah, I mean, it was just because I thought, I should learn on my own. But, I mean, that you do make a good point that, um, things would be faster. I would just feel a little, you know, like I didn't give it my all,
Mm.
if I, reached out to a coach before I even,
Why
started
do you,
trying on.
what's more important, man? Like you giving it your all and getting results on your own or just getting the results? Like what actually matters here?
Yeah, getting the results.
Okay. So like, are you at the point where you're even like open to help? Because I don't know, man. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm reading the room wrong, but I just get a sense from you that you're pretty happy with how things are going.
No, I mean, like I said, like, if I could speed it up, that's something I definitely, like, that is the reason I'm
Okay.
here, man. It's like, it's, I do want to see what is available. Like, we haven't even really talked about what's offered yet.
Yeah,
But
but the reason we haven't gotten there yet, man, is because frankly, like I'm like I said, AB's got a lot of people that are looking to work with him, and these calls are really to see if it's even worth you working with AB because it might not be. We can't help everyone, and it's not for everyone, right? So
yeah.
for you, um, like what's actually got you looking to getting help now? If you weren't looking for help for the last 4 months and
Hmm.
now you're open to it, like what's different? What's changed where you're like, okay, now I'm actually open to getting some help with this?
Yeah, well, I mean, truthfully, man, I really just wanted to see what was offered. But now that you've said, like, you've got guys coming in making, 10K in their first 2 months, like, that is something that is, pretty obviously intriguing to me, because, um, that, again, it's obviously it's possible with some people that they just sort of get lucky at the start. But that is, yeah, it definitely is intriguing that those are the type of results that AB and you guys have got.
Okay. So what's got you looking into help now?
Um, yeah, I mean, I want to see results like that as well, obviously, man. Like that's
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. Are you actually open to getting help with it? Like,
Yeah, yeah, no, I would say I am.
okay. Why are you? Because there's a lot of guys, man, they let their ego get in the way. They wouldn't put their hand up and say they need help. They just keep going through trial and error and spend all this time learning. Like, why not be one of those guys?
I'm a really realistic and I feel like I'm a really humble person. So I can understand, you know, same thing I've like while I'm at school right now, it's like I feel like I definitely could go and learn all of this education online by myself, but learning from a teacher is just, easier and speeds everything up for me and ultimately gets you the result quicker. Like I feel like this is a good analogy of, I'd get this finance degree and I'd learn all this knowledge a lot quicker than, if I did it on my own. I feel like that transfers over to trading. And, like you keep saying, it's like I haven't made any money yet. So being able to get to that money as soon as possible. Um, again, like I have thought that there is sort of a process you have to follow, but if that process could be sped up, like obviously that is something I would want to do.
Okay, cool. It's refreshing to speak to someone that actually sees that because you'd be surprised, man. It's not obvious to everyone. There are people that let their ego get in the way, but ultimately, like the guys that just let their ego get in the way and then they never ask for help, they're never open to new ways of thinking. Like ultimately, those guys in any endeavor in life, like where do they end up?
Yeah, no, not good. I mean, I've never had a big ego, man, and those guys, they get to the point where they're just unfulfilled, I feel like.
Yeah. Cool. So for you, like actually getting to 20K a month, like what would actually be different? Let's say you're doing that on average 240 a year, some months higher, some months lower, but on average 20K a month. You're trading full time. You don't have to get
Mhm.
into finance. Like what does that actually change for you?
Um, I think the location freedom is the biggest one for me. I've always wanted to travel. I feel like that would be really interesting. Like that's something that I would love to do. That's probably where my passion lies a lot more. Like truthfully, I'm not super interested in trading, but I see a lot of potential in it to provide, that lifestyle. That lifestyle is what I am, passionate about, interested in.
Hmm. Okay. And when you say that lifestyle and like location freedom, like are you open to getting a bit more specific on that?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the beauty of trading, right, is that you can work for 1 or 2 hours a day, and enjoy the rest of your day. So I would, love to just tick off as many countries as I can. I'm a big nature guy, so being out in,
Nice.
just mountains and lakes and beaches and all of that, like that's
Yeah.
that's what I really enjoy. So
Where,
that
where's
this
the
would
first place you'd go if you could?
yeah I've always liked the look of Australia. I've seen like the Gold Coast. Like I think that looks really cool. I would
Yeah.
love to go down there.
Yeah. Okay. What else would be different aside from like being able to travel wherever? Like you mentioned lifestyle. Like what are you wanting to do with that spare time that maybe I guess you can't right now?
um yeah, I also feel like there'd be an element of finding yourself. I feel like I've noticed right now in college, like I'm so run down on work all the time. I'm so, tired that I don't get a lot of time for like creativity and even like spirituality by extension, where I can really like sort of find things that I'm super passionate about. Because honestly, I've been, like I said before, I'm a really busy guy. I've been really, absorbed with school and then like prior jobs as well. Obviously I'm not working now, but really getting that time back where I can, be me and, find myself and pursue new passions that come up.
Hmm. Okay. And like what would that mean for you to actually get to that point? You've got the time freedom. You can go to the Gold Coast. You can fly there. You got the financial freedom. Like, what would that actually do for you personally?
Yeah, I feel like I'd be a different person, like in a good way. Like I'd it would change everything for me.
And I'm not saying this will happen because like you're on the call for a reason. Like, you want to make a change, you want to learn the skills that you can actually get to that point as fast and efficiently as you want. But let's just say, you didn't get that help, you didn't learn the right skills, you just kept doing it the way you are at the moment, which you will get there eventually. It's just like you said, how long it takes you. But you continue at this pace. Like, what do the next 3, 6, 12 months look like if nothing actually changes?
I mean, 12 months, like I think 12 months I would definitely be at that level. But 3 months there is no saying how quickly it all clicks for me.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
Well, yeah, I mean, getting
that's
to
what I would.
20K a month in 12 months means you might make, like you wouldn't, but let's just say you went from 0 to 20 in 12 months, that's 20K. Whereas if you start making 20K a month 3 months in, I mean, that's how much a year?
Yeah, 240 a year, so definitely
Yeah.
definitely a lot quicker.
But like a
Um,
lot of guys would be happy to just like settle and just coast along and, just let things continue at the rate they are and go through that trial and error. Like for you, like why not settle for that?
um, yeah, I feel like trading is something I could be, really excellent at. Like it is something I feel like I've, made a lot of progress at. So I just want to double down and, prove to myself that this is something that I can really make work as
Yeah.
soon as
Could you
possible.
not do could you not do that in 12 months though?
I mean, I could. It would feel a lot better. Not only like personally, it would feel better, more accomplished, but I would also just, have more money, cash in the bank.
Okay.
Um, if it were to happen faster, yeah.
Why is it important for you to get that sooner rather than later and just wait and just coast along? Because, like you said at the start of the call, like, sounds like you don't have any massive time pressures. Like, why is it important for you to do that now?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not in a, again, I'm not in a situation where it's like I have to or else, like if the
Yeah.
process does take longer,
Yeah, you're
like
not going
that
to be
is,
homeless. Like, you'll still have.
yeah, yeah. I mean, honestly, it would be nice to be able to just go through my degree with, zero pressure, just knowing as soon as I'm done, I'm ready to, walk into this life that I've just described. And obviously the sooner that the not only the money, but like for me, it's more important that like I just know deep down I'm a good trader. And if you're at a point where you know you're a good trader, the only variable is how much allocation you have to funding. So like winning winning a trade on a 50K account, I might get $500, but on $1 million worth of funding, I'm making thousands and thousands and thousands. So just being able to have that all done quicker, it would, you know, just make me so much more confident in the path that I'm going in my life.
Hmm. Why is the speed of that important though? Because, like, you could have that confidence 12 months from now, like you said. So, why is getting that sooner important?
Yeah, just taking the stress off of school, I would say. Or not even of school, but more of like, you know, again, if it did take 2.5 years, which there's no way it would, but if it did, it's like now by the time I'm graduating, it's like shit, like now what am I going to do? So I'm sure by like, again, I would never see this happening for me, but if I got to sort of 18 months down the line and I haven't made that progress yet, that tangible financial progress, I would yeah, I'd probably start feeling a little bit of that time pressure creep in.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you graduate in 2.5 years, right? So, even if you got there in a year, you'd still have that a year and a half before you finish.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
what's driving you to fix that now?
yeah. It'd make my life better, man. I'm sure that you'd understand that if you're,
Fill me in, man. I don't live your life.
yeah, I mean, 20K a month, like right now, while I'm in college, like it would be great. Like I'd be able to just go out to eat whenever I want, help my parents out because they are paying for college as well. So, who wouldn't want more money sooner than later, essentially, man.
You'd be surprised, man. There's a lot of people that live without a time crunch and they're just happy to
Yeah.
delete.
Yeah, nah, and yeah, I'm definitely not one of those people. Like I do want to make money as soon as possible.
Okay,
I've
cool.
just always thought that trading is like a process where it's like, and again, like I don't want to get too far ahead of myself and derail my progress where I'm too attached to the money.
Yeah.
Um,
There's a difference
but
between being attached to the money and doing things as smartly as you can, right?
yeah,
Because it's like if you had the skills, like we said sooner, you'd have more of, you'd have more what?
um, time, money, freedom, all of that.
Yeah, you'd be making more, you'd be profitable. You wouldn't have
Mhm.
gone 4 months not being profitable if you had the right skills. Just like if Jeff Bezos started a new business today and started from scratch, I guarantee he'd get to $1 million a lot quicker than the average guy because he's got the skills, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So the
yeah,
thing is, man, is like I know we can help. I know AB can help with where you're at. We've helped too many guys get to those 10, 20K months to not believe that. Um, but the thing is whether you're actually willing to put in the work on your end. So when you come in, like, are you actually dedicated to giving it everything you've got to actually make it work so you can actually get to 20K a month? Because if
yeah, yeah. No, I'm always the hardest worker in anything I do, and I'm at a stage where I'm ready to give my all to this. So
cool. So do you want me to walk you through how we can actually help you get that?
yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, that's why I'm here, man. I'd love that.
Okay, cool. So to get you from basically zero in terms of profit to 20K a month, the total investment is 4,000 USD, and that's for lifetime access. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. Now, in terms of what that comes with, do you feel like that's what you're looking for?
I mean, I definitely do like that one-on-one element.
Mhm.
Um, because I haven't done a lot of looking as I said, but I've seen like some like premium groups offer just group coaching, so that one-on-one does help. But like, yeah, I don't know if it's all worth 4 grand. Like I see a lot of these groups are just sort of 100 a month. Like I thought it was like a monthly thing. Like I don't know if that is fully worth what I would be getting. Like I just wasn't expecting it to be anywhere near that much.
Hmm. I guess for you, like money out of the equation for a second, like the structure and layout itself, do you feel like that's the actual help you're looking for there?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like I said before, that one-on-one element is exactly what I think would speed up the process. So,
Okay.
yeah, I do think that would work.
And so, like, if you actually got to 20K a month, like, would that be worth $4,000 to you?
I mean, yeah, absolutely. Like at 20 grand a month, like four K is nothing. Yeah.
Okay. So for you, like, is it a case that like you've got the money, it's just like you're not ready to actually like commit that, or it's more so like you want to do this, you just don't have 4,000 right now?
I mean, yeah, like I've got it. It's just like there's sort of other things in my life that like expenses and just, like I have other interests that I'm like looking to, like I'm really trying to allocate to the stock
Yeah,
market as
I
well.
get that. I mean, like, if you knew that this would get you to 20K a month, though, like you knew that was certain, like, what would you do?
I mean, yeah, like if I knew it would, then
Okay.
then yeah, it would make sense. But like I'm not even profitable yet. Like
Yeah, for sure.
there's no certainty with it.
Yeah. And like the reason you're not profitable is because you haven't learned the skills yet, right? And nothing's guaranteed. I mean, it'll never be 100% certain that you're going to get there until you actually do it. But for you, like even if you knew you'd get there, like why would you actually invest that 4K? Because like you said, it's not a tiny amount of money. Even if you knew those results were guaranteed, why would you actually invest that into your skills?
Well, yeah, like if I knew it was guaranteed in sort of like, I mean, you said before, sort of 3 or 6 months, it's like that's 20K a month. Like if I think I'd get there, because I do think I'd get there, by myself. But 20K a month over 6 months, maybe it would speed up my process. Maybe by 6 months, then that's a lot of money. So 4 grand opposed to 120 grand, like it's
Yeah.
nothing. So like purely mathematically, if it was guaranteed and it was certain, then
Yeah.
yeah, that would make sense.
Do you mind if I offer a perspective around the certainty though?
Yeah, sure.
Because the thing is like you're right. it will never be 100% guaranteed. It'll never be 100% certain until what?
And I guess until I like achieve it.
Yeah, until you actually do it, until you actually go through the motions, right? Just like I can look at the weather report and, it might say it's sunny, but I'm never truly going to know 100% that it's sunny until I actually step foot on the beach and actually see what it's like on the ground, right? It's like all we can do is put ourselves in the best position possible with the cards we've got. So knowing that this has helped other guys get to 20K a month in 6 months, like, do you see any reason you wouldn't be able to replicate those results?
I mean, no, like I don't like again, like I think I'm
Sure, there's
hard.
nothing in your genetics. There's nothing in your DNA that would hold you
No,
back.
no, 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 none of my genetics, man. I think I am hardworking and capable enough.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't see like again, I don't know them. Like maybe these guys are all super geniuses, maybe they're not, but I don't see any reason why I wouldn't.
Yeah. So assuming you actually put in the work, you meet us halfway, you do everything you can to make the most of what we give you. Like, what do you feel you need to do to put yourself in the best position possible so you can actually get to those 20K months as fast and efficiently as you want?
Yeah, I mean it would as fast and efficiently as possible, but again, I just don't know if again, we're talking in hypotheticals, man. It's like we're saying, if there was certainty, but the reality is there's not. Like
How do you
maybe
make
when I,
something certain?
well, I guess like right now, like certainty, obviously, like if I joined the program, I would have certainty on knowing if it works or not. But there's no way to know for certain that it will work. So it's hard for me to sort of commit, $4,000 is a lot of money when there is no certainty. Like again, like I'm not profitable yet, like I'm not making money, so I don't
Yeah.
like it would be hard for AB to, guarantee that where I
Well,
could.
you trading the way that you are right now, is it certain if you keep doing the same thing that you'll get to those 20K months as fast and efficiently as you want? Is that certain?
It's not, but it's again, I don't know if, where I would get on my own versus where I would get with
Well,
AB.
then
I
it's
don't
just
know.
about what's riskier. It's like, is it riskier to keep doing what we've been doing for the last 4 months that has led us to make zero? Or is it riskier to take a bet on ourselves, invest into learning the skills so that we can actually make 20K a month as fast and efficiently as we want? Like, what's riskier ultimately?
Yeah, no, like it would definitely be riskier to stay in the same point, but like I don't feel like I'm in a terrible situation. I'm building so much momentum right now, and um yeah, again, like 4 grand is a lot, man. It
Yeah.
really is. So
You know why 4 grand's a lot for you right now?
uh because I'm not making 20K a month. I guess that's what you want me to say, isn't it?
Well, it's not about me wanting you to say anything, man. Like, this is your life. It doesn't affect me. I'm good either way, bro. It's like for you, if you actually learn the skills, what's that going to do for you and the people around you?
Yeah, yeah. Like I said before, being able to travel, provide for my family, live the life that I want. And yeah, all
But why
I'm
aren't you at that right now, though?
yeah, I honestly think it's a time thing. Like I know I feel like I'm so close, man. Like I'm so confident in my ability as a trader. Like I'm about to, buy these new eval accounts, and I know I feel it that I'm gonna pass them. Um,
Have you ever
and
had a gut feeling that was wrong?
I mean, yeah, it's happened, but usually you trust your gut.
No. Well, how do you know this isn't one of those times?
Yeah, again, we
But the
common
thing is,
theme.
man, if we just look at this as a trader, like logically speaking, like not relying on our gut or on emotions, because you can't make trades based on your gut, brother. I'll tell you that much. That's one way to go to zero real quick. So if we just look at this logistically, you either A, keep doing what you've done that's gotten you to $0 profit over the last 4 months, or you risk $4,000 so that you can actually get to 20K months a lot sooner than doing it on your own. Because realistically, man, if we just do the numbers, you only need to get to 20K months 1 month sooner than on your own for it to be worth it. So what do you feel puts you in the best position possible to actually get there? Just keep doing what we've been doing, or actually take a bet on yourself.
Um, I mean, it would make sense to bet on myself, but it is,
Why
a
though?
bet
And don't
because
disagree with me. Like, tell me what you actually think. It's your life.
yeah, I mean, it would put me in a better situation because obviously having access to AB like that would really help. Um, but the the bit that I'm just stuck on, man, is I feel like, it almost feels like giving in. Like that is such a large amount of money, and I don't feel like I've expended my resources available. Like I said, I've got this whole plan to increase my back testing hours and really hone in on my morning routine, on my discipline, diet, gym. Like I feel like it's all just going to tie in, and I do feel so close that almost it's like a cop out right now where I'm investing such a lot because, like, again, you said before, 4 grand in the situation I'm in right now, it's not a small amount of money. Like that is an intense amount of money.
Yeah, from
Um,
where you're at right now. Because like, how long did it take you to save 4 grand?
yeah, wow, like a few months. Like like I've got the money, but I don't have much more. Like that is like I'm not working right now as well, so it's scary because if I invest the money and don't see results, because like you said before, there's no guaranteed results. Um, it's like now I'm in a much worse financial situation where it comes to paying my bills and
Yeah,
stuff. Like
you're
it's
right,
just
man. There's no guarantee. The only guarantee is betting on yourself. The difference between the guys that win in life and the ones that don't is the ones that win, they bet on themselves. They become their own guarantee because no one's going to do it for you, right? But ultimately, it's like, yeah, we can either play it safe, we keep the 4,000 that we've got in the hopes that we make 20 grand a month, or we can actually bet on ourselves, become our own guarantee, and do everything we possibly can to get there as fast and efficiently as we want. And ultimately, it just comes down to how much you trust yourself. Because if you do the exact same things and you put in the same effort that other people have got done to get to those 20K months, why wouldn't you be able to see similar results?
yeah. I mean, it's almost like I trust myself too much because I think like I really do think I am right there. Um, and again, this whole like we keep going back that it is this like speed and efficiency thing, but I mean, we talk about certainty, man. And it's like if I decide to go forward with AB and invest in the coaching, I'll have forever uncertainty on like what I could have achieved on my own as well. So it does
Why
go
does
both.
it? I almost get a sense that you feel like achieving it on your own is better. Am I wrong?
Um, not better, but like, it would, I guess it would be nice to, prove that. I mean, did AB have a mentor?
Quick pause. I don't know. Did he? Doesn't
Yeah,
he did?
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I got asked that yesterday, so that's why I bring it up.
What do you think, man?
I mean, I'm not sure. Like, I
Do you
mean,
think he
I,
learned all this on his own, or do you think he actually invested into people who are ahead of him so he could get there faster?
I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah. Did he have a mentor? Like I guess he
Any
did.
mentors, man. The most successful people in the world believe in mentorships. Jeff Bezos still invests into the business, still invests into learning from people that are ahead of him. And that's the
Mm.
difference. They put their ego to the side. Because, yeah, man, you could get there on your own. Why does it matter? What's more important, you getting there on your own or just getting there? Because if other people around you, you said you want to look after your family, like what does it cost them if you just keep trying to do it on your own? The amount of extra months it takes you, what does that do to them compared to if you just put your ego to the side, put your hand up, ask for help, and actually got the skills you needed?
Yeah, it would get them in a situation where they're being looked after quicker.
So, what do you feel like you need to do to put yourself and your family in the best position possible so you can actually get there as fast as you want instead of just hoping you get there?
Yeah, I mean, you make a lot of good points, man. I think you're definitely a very good salesman.
Well, it's not
Definitely.
about me making points, man. It's like the reason I do this for AB is because I know this can actually help people. I know this can actually change your life. The only thing in the way right now is you trusting yourself and taking that jump. because you'll never know either way. The only thing you can do is become your own guarantee, bet on yourself, and make the jump. That's all we can do in anything in life. And by the way, like, how old are you, man?
20 years old now.
You're 20. Like, dude, like, I can tell you from personal experience, you're not going to die, man. If you invest 4 grand, like, you're not going to die. You've got family, right? They have a
Yeah,
spare couch. Do they have a
yeah,
floor? Do they have a
yeah,
carpet?
yeah,
It'll be
yeah.
all right, man. Okay. So, what do you feel like we need to do to actually get you there?
Yeah, I mean, it does make sense. Like I do want to put them in the best position possible. Again, like quite honestly, like I do feel a bit strange right now because I didn't come on this call, expecting to put any money down, let alone, a very large portion of what I have. Um, so
Expectations change as we get more information, right?
yeah, yeah,
So now that you're in this position where you've realized some things maybe about yourself and where you want to be and what we do, now that you've got that new information, what's the best decision that needs to be made to actually get you to where you want to be?
yeah. Like the best decision would be to move forward, but again,
Why?
like it's
Why would it be? Don't just tell me that because you think I want to hear it. Like, tell me what you actually think.
yeah, it would. I mean, the point you make about the family, like it is, it is bigger than me. It is bigger than what I want, so it is helping them get to what they want. But I am just stuck on the investment. Like, do you offer like payment plans at all or anything like that that could make things easier for me?
Not typically. What's the main reason you ask?
Um, just so like I could, actually get in the program, hopefully like see some results quickly so that, the program can pay for itself, if we were to kind of do a monthly thing or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, typically we do it up front, man, because it's like when have you ever heard saying burn the boats by David Goggins?
Yeah, yeah, I have.
It's like we can jump into things with 1 foot out, 1 foot out, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. We can, jump on the boat with a safety net. We can jump with that safety net, or we can bet on ourselves, right? The reason Goggins says to burn the boats is because it's like, man, if you're on an island and you burn the boats on the way back, you're going to swim back. You'll find a way. You put yourself in a corner where you got your back against the wall, you got no other option than to fight your way out, you'll fight a way out. That's why we do it, man. So you actually back yourself, do everything you possibly can to win. Okay. So what do we need to do so you can actually get to those 20K months? And when your head hits the pillow tonight, you know you're genuinely doing everything you possibly can to get there.
Yeah. No, it does make sense, man, like in terms of a ROI. Um,
What decision do you need to make so you can actually get to that 2.0 version of Luca? The one that's actually making 20K a month, the one that can actually look after his family and actually travel. What would he tell you to do right now?
yeah, burn the boats, I guess.
Why do you think he'd say that?
But I would be like putting myself in a situation where, you have to succeed, like creating that urgency like now.
Pressure makes diamonds, man. When you look
Yeah.
back on this in a year, you like, what's a cooler story to tell? You did everything safely in your life, you tiptoed around everything, or you backed yourself, you went all in and you made it work because you had no other option.
Yeah, no, going all in would make the better story.
And the thing is, man, I never asked you to do something I haven't done myself. I've invested thousands into mentors myself. I've gone into debt multiple times. I've used credit cards because I know that if I invest into myself to learn the skills, the money will come back. When we
What
put it
have what what have you invested in?
business courses, coaching, AB, trading, all of the above. How do you think I got to the position where I'm working one-on-one side by side AB? By
Yeah,
things
no,
like or by taking a bet on myself.
yeah, that's a good point.
So what do you need to do, man?
Um, yeah, like to be honest with you, man, like it makes a lot of sense. It is just, like it is such a big decision for me to part with that money. Like, I, I definitely like am leaning towards, I definitely think it is a good idea. if you want to send that link through, I can just go and have a think over everything, make sure it is the right decision, and then I'll send the payment through tonight.
I don't believe you.
What,
How
what,
do you
what do you
know it'd be
mean?
the right decision?
Um, I mean, is there a reason you want me to like pay right now?
There's no reason I want you to do anything other than you actually making a commitment to yourself. Where does delaying things get you? The person that starts the diet on Monday, the person that always comes up with a reason to delay things, where do they end up in life?
Yeah, in a worse position
Why?
because they're not like taking. I guess I don't know. There's
The
two
thing
things
is,
to say.
man, it's not them delaying the diet until Monday that fucks them up. It's not the 3 extra days. It's the fact that they keep believing that pattern and that way of thinking. So then when the next
Mm.
family trip comes up, they delay it again. When Christmas comes up, they delay it till the new year. When the family dinner happens, they delay it till the following week. It's the way of thinking as the pattern. But how does someone actually break that pattern?
By taking action now.
By taking action when the decision's hard. By deciding to stick to the diet even when they don't want to. By going to the gym even when they don't want to. So if you're going to do this, let's fucking do it. Let's go all in. If you're not going to do it, don't fucking do it and just never make an excuse as to why you're not where you want to be. But you got to pick what you want to do.
All right. Well, let's do it then. Let's do it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.